Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh my gosh.
The new one's more like crispy.
Yeah, it looks nicer, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
and cleaner.
Shut up. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie, if you don't know me. Today's video is going to be a little review on the new Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. Ta-da! So if you guys want to see how the shadows work, then let's get to it. Okay, so I actually wanted to just put these side to side so you guys can see what the palette looks like compared to her OG palette. So this is what the old one looks like, the original Jaclyn Hill palette, and as you guys can tell, mine is like, you can't even see the name on it anymore. This is the original packaging, guys. I did not get the one that came out after this, and that's what the inside looks like, and it's really dirty and really loved. This one is actually one of my favorite palettes ever. I still use it. The colors in here are so good. They are very blendable and they're actually really good. Actually, fun fact, if you guys didn't know, I think I've mentioned it before in some of my videos, but I can't remember. I actually used to watch, well, not used to, I still watch her, but I learned a lot of how I do my eyeshadow from her. I think she's a really good teacher. She's really good at telling you like what colors go, what your eye color is, and stuff like that. Especially her older videos, like when she first started, she was really good at explaining how to do like different eye looks and stuff like that. Yeah, I really do like her a lot. Actually, I know that she gets a lot of hate for certain things and certain products that she's put out before, but I still like her, so I also support her. I don't have the Vault collection though. I do want to get that. I don't know why I just never picked it up, I guess. So a lot of people are saying that the OG palette looks a lot like the new palette, like the neutrals look a lot alike. So I wanted to maybe see if I can swatch some side to side so you guys can see if there's a difference or not. I've actually not touched the new one yet. I just took it out of the box. Like, I haven't touched any of the shades or anything. I haven't swatched them or anything, so I have no idea what the shades in here are gonna work like or what their undertones are or anything like that. Let's go ahead and show you guys the new Volume 2 palette. This is what this one looks like. Very pretty, very sleek. I like the packaging on this one better than I do the other one. Now the other one is like matte, and it's like this cardboard thing. The other one's a cardboard too, but it's not the shiny kind. So this one gets really dirty fast and it's harder to clean off. So I've tried to actually clean this palette off a few times. And the other thing that I don't like about this one is that it doesn't have the shade names on the palette. I threw the little plastic thing away because it just got in the way all the time. So I don't have that, and I don't have the names anywhere on here. I probably should have put the little card on here, but I didn't. Actually, I got the old one, so mine didn't come with a card that had the shade names. Mine came in the little plastic thing that you have usually inside the palettes. But that's a couple of things that I don't like about the thing. Like, you guys can see, even like the part here is really dirty. That's the only thing that I don't like about the palette, is that we don't have the shade names on here. But other than that, the formula is great on this and the colors blend really well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the other one again. So that's what she looks like, and then on the inside it looks like this. It's really nice. You guys can see there, and it has the little plastic thing on it still, and it just pretty much says what the other one, the first one, says. This one says, to all my loving subscribers who have supported me all these years, this one's for you, Volume 2 XO Jaclyn Hill. Okay, and then what I like about this one a lot, of course, the shades are so pretty on this palette. There's the shades, and then if you guys notice on this one, you will see that it has the shade names on the palette, and that is one thing I am super excited about, because I want to be able to tell you guys what shade I'm using instead of just saying I'm using this one, I'm using this one. You know what I mean? Really excited. The colors look very pretty. She did say there was a new formula in here. I think it was the Ride or Diamonds shade, this one right here. I think that's the one that she said was a new formula. And actually all these colors look so pretty. I'm so excited to use them. Most of the reviews that I've watched have said that it's a good palette. There is a few people that have said that some of the shades don't work as well, but we will get into that. And yeah, it looks very, very beautiful. I'm really excited to try these out. You guys know that the swatches are not what they're gonna look like on the eye. Obviously, it's not like you're gonna pick up your shadows and put them on with your finger, unless it's like a shimmer shade. Then of course you could do that, but you're not gonna do your whole eyes with your fingers. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what colors I can swatch together so you guys can see if there's any similarities to each other from this palette. All right, so these two shades here, these two are from the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. These two are from the original Jaclyn Hill palette, which they are some of the neutral shades here that I thought were similar. But when you look at them, obviously you're seeing them, they are really different from each other. They're not the same at all, and they have different undertones. So when you look at them in the palette, they might look similar, but once you swatch them, they are different. Other than the neutrals looking like they're similar, the other shades really don't look like they're the same shade, except for the black. She said that a lot of people, or a lot of makeup artists, have said that that black was amazing and that they are grateful that she had put a black in there because they can always darken a shade up if they needed to. So she kept that one the same, so the black is obviously the same as the other black from the OG palette. But other than the neutrals looking similar, I don't think that any of the other shades do look similar at all. I think the one that I'm really like wanting to test out is the shade Living My Best, which is the red shade in here, this one, because she said she wanted it to be a true red, and I have searched my whole entire life, not my whole entire life, but as long as I've been doing makeup, I've been looking for a red that is a true red. Usually there's reds that they'll look red in the pan, and then when you go to blend it out, it comes out pink. So I want to go ahead and swatch that red and see if we can compare it to a couple of other reds from other palettes to see if it really is a true red. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch that red right now from the Jaclyn palette, and from the looks of it, I mean, it does look red. It actually looks red. This looks like you put a red lipstick on. I say that because sometimes when I've done red looks on my eyes, I've used lipstick because the red that is on the palettes is not an actual true red. So just so you know, that's a little something that I do sometimes. I do use liquid lipsticks because I don't think that anybody has really perfected a red that doesn't blend out pink. I'm gonna grab some palettes real quick and I'll go ahead and compare it to this red. Obviously this is just a swatch. I have not put it on my eye yet and blended it out, so I don't know if it is gonna turn pink, but I just want to compare it to a couple of other reds that I have in my collection. Okay, so sitting here in front of me, I have the Morphe James Charles palette. There is a red in here. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Volume 1 palette, and I have the Shane and Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette that has a red in here as well. Jaclyn did say that her formula was just her formula, so that's why I chose the James Charles one, just to see what his formula would be like in a red. So I'm gonna go in first and swatch it right next to Jaclyn's. The first one I'm gonna pick up is the James Charles red. This is the Morphe and James Charles palette, obviously. So I'm gonna swatch that right next to it, and that's what that looks like. And I have used this red before. You guys can see this one is a little bit deeper than this one. This one would be more deeper. Maybe that's why it blends out still red. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet, but that's the James Charles one right there next to Jaclyn's. Now I'm gonna go into the Norvina palette, which is this one, and pick up the red in here, which is this one. And this one I've used before. It actually is pretty red. I did use it in one of my previous looks. I think it was one of the Valentine's Day looks that I did, that it was red. When you blend it out though, it wasn't as red. You really had to pack it on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that one next right here. Okay. And that one doesn't throw a kick or anything like that. It's not like super vibrant. I think the James Charles one is a little bit more vibrant than the Norvina one, but that's what that one looks like. But like I said, that one did blend out a little bit pink, but when you pack it on, just pack it instead of blending it, it does stay red. And that's, I think, with any shade really. And now I'm gonna go in with my Shane and Jeffree Star Cosmetics palette and pick up the red right here, this one. And that's what that one looks like. So that one, you can tell that it does have that pink when you blend it out. You guys can see that on camera. You can see that hint of pink. It's not really a true red. And all of these formulas are different. So that's what the reds look like. I used to have this thing from MAC. It was like a cream shadow a long time ago, and that was like a true red, and they don't sell them anymore. They discontinued them. So ever since then, I've actually been looking for a red. So we will see once it's on the eye, but I think for right now, the two reds that seem to be the most reds are the Jaclyn one and the James Charles one. And I just wanted to bring up that shade because I think reds are really hard. When you blend them out, they do come turning out to look like pink or like a fuchsia instead of an actual red. But other than that, I'm really excited to try these out on my eyes. So we are gonna obviously use that red. We're just gonna have fun with this look and see what happens. And I hope it doesn't have too much fallout because I already did my face. So first, I'm gonna go in with the shade No Joke. This one. And I'm not putting anything on my lid. The only thing that I have on there is concealer and powder. That's all I have. I did not put my usual Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer because I want to see how these perform without any eye primer. I do sometimes not use eye primer, so I just kind of want to see how they perform. And then I'm gonna make another video like doing a different look using the primer so you guys can see the difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that shade and just put it above my crease. And this is my Real Techniques 305 brush. Now I'm gonna go into this shade Positivity. This one right here. I'm really excited about this shade. It looks so pretty. And above my crease, but in the inner corner. Connecting it to that yellow. That shade is so pretty. If you guys can see that on camera, it is so pretty. And these shades are really pigmented, guys. Look at that. Holy cow. That is a pretty shade. Wow. Gonna go back into the shade No Joke. And now we're gonna go ahead and test that red out. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab it with this brush. This is my Farrah 6 short shading brush. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Living My Best, which is that red shade that I talked about right there. And these pack on pretty good. Look at that. As you guys can see, I'm tapping it on first and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to blend it out. Wow. Okay, so far it looks good. If you guys can see it on camera here. So far it's looking pretty good actually. It actually looks pretty good. I see a little hint of pink, just a tiny bit hint of pink, but you can't see it that much, I don't think. It's just a tiny, if I'm gonna be really specific about it, it's just a little tiny like undertone of it. It's really blending out that pink. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that yellow again, just to blend out the edge of it. I like that these shadows are blending really nicely together and they are not getting muddy or ugly, like nasty looking. Sometimes when you blend out shades like these together, they end up looking like nasty brown shade. And these are actually blending really nicely. I'm grabbing that red again, living my best, and just gonna pack it on one more time. Still just blending that red out. There we go. And then we're gonna bring a little bit of these purples into the inner corner just to see how those perform. A lot of people say that purples are really hard to make, so I'm excited to actually try out the shade Therapy Sesh, which is this pretty like soft purple. It's not like in your face purple. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that and put that in the inner corner. That color is so nice and vibrant. Look at that. I'm bringing it up to that shade we used in the inner part here, which was Positivity. Wow, it really looks really pretty. I'm gonna go into the shade Positivity, which is like a coral kind of shade, and I'm just gonna put it in here and bring it up to meet with that red and blend it out a little bit. So now I want to grab a little bit of that gold shimmer called Talia, I don't know, Talia, I think that's the name of it. And let's see how good it picks up the shade. Talia is this gold shade right here. And that's the shade that people were saying that it's hard to pick up. So I kind of want to see. It doesn't seem like it is. It's actually pretty. I barely went into the palette and there it is. I'm going to put that on my brow bone. I hardly ever put anything on my brow bone, but we're going to do this time. Okay, so I kind of see what they're talking about. Okay, so I kind of just blended it in with that yellow because it wasn't really on the brush. It kind of like left the brush as we were trying to put it on. I'm gonna try with my finger real quick and see what happens with that. Oh, it looks really pretty actually. I'm gonna go back into that red real quick. And then on the inner corner, I'm gonna grab the shade I'm In It, which is this pretty iridescent shade. I don't know if the camera's gonna even pick it up, but this one here has like a little purpley pink undertone to it, and put that in the inner corner. That's really pretty. I don't even know if you can see it on camera. Are you able to see it? I don't know. I hope you can, because it's really pretty. I'm gonna put a little bit of that gold shimmer on top of it. I think that gold is gonna work best with your finger, and if you try to pick it up with a brush. I kind of just want to bring that gold and put it all over my face, but I can't do that. And since we're doing colorful, why not keep playing with some more color? I'm gonna go in with the shade My Man, this orange right here. It's really nice and orange. Nice, pretty, and orange. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and place that here on my lower lash line. That color is so pretty too. I'm gonna connect it to the inner corner. Oh my god, that's really vibrant. These mattes are really nice. I am actually very happy with it. They are blending very well together, and I'm super happy about it. And I'm super happy that Jaclyn had a win on this, because that girl, poor girl, I feel so bad because people are so mean to her online. And then I'm gonna go in with Tipsy Girl to blend that orange out, which is this one right here. Okay. Do I have enough colors on eyeball? What do you guys think? That's all I can do because I don't have any more eyeball to cover. So hopefully I can remember all the shades I used on my other eye. I'm gonna go ahead and just put a white eyeliner on my waterline. This is just the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. You guys have seen me use this over and over again. I'm gonna do a quick little wing here. Nothing too crazy, just want a cute little wing. This is just the NYX Epic Ink Liner. And then just coat my lashes with some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. Alrighty, I'm gonna go off camera, do the other eye, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back with the other eye done. I did add a little bit of the shade In It as a highlight here. I haven't done it to the other side yet. Just wanted you guys to see what it looks like. You can see it has that pretty like pink purpley pearlescent shade to it. But yeah guys. Okay, so final thoughts on this palette. I actually really enjoyed it. I think that it's a very wearable palette. You can make it a wearable palette. There's a lot of shades in here that is for your everyday kinds of looks. I would say maybe like half of the palette is pretty wearable. Of course, if you're not into color, then you know the bottom, mostly the bottom part here is not, you know, your everyday looks, but you can always add that pop of color. You guys don't have to just do a neutral color every day, but you know, it's up to whatever your taste is. But honestly, I played with a bunch of shades. Actually, I played with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I played like with 7 shades, so there's definitely a lot more shades in here that I can play with. So I'll probably be doing like a 2 looks 1 palette, since I already did 1 look with it. Do a couple more just so you guys can see what other looks you can come up with. Probably throw in a neutral like colors or a more wearable eye look. But overall, this is a really good palette. I was really pleased that all the shadows, because mattes, like colored mattes, are so hard I think to blend sometimes. These blended out great. They were so easy to blend. They were really nice. I didn't have an issue blending each shade to one another, which sometimes I do tend to have with some other palettes that I own, but this one worked really well. So I'm really excited to keep playing with it. I would definitely recommend it if you are a colorful girl or even a neutral girl. I mean, I haven't tried these shades yet obviously, but based off my look here, I would say that this is definitely a great palette to play with and to have in your collection if, you know, you're looking to have something. The only thing of course that's missing that I wish it had is a mirror, because this is a good travel palette just like her OG palette. That's definitely another good one to travel with. It has black, it has a white, it has colors in between. But yeah guys, I'm really excited to keep using this palette here. I don't have anything really negative to say about it. So far, the shades that I've used have worked okay. I cannot speak for the other shades obviously because I didn't use them, but the colors that I did use worked well. So that being said, that is the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look and like the review. I usually don't really do reviews on my channel because I'm not a review kind of girl, but I hope that you learned something maybe. But yeah, I hope that you guys did enjoy it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see you in my next one. Toodles! We are done. Done. You can turn it off.